This is Abrahm with BSA Bushcraft, and today what we're going to do is a product review of Dragon Fire Tinderbox. I was recently up at the Pathfinder Gathering 2015, and Daryl, who owns this company, was up there. It was a pleasure to meet him, great to hang out with him, and he wanted me to do a review of his product, and I took him up on the offer because it looks to be a very good product. It's got, I'm not sure the exact name of this, just go to his website and I'll put a link in the description and check it out, his different products. It's not expensive at all. It's a really good price for what you get. And just in this package here, he gave me some char cloth. He put that separately in here. You can buy that separately if you want. He's got some birch bark, fatwood shavings, pine needles, all kinds of good stuff that I know will go up really easy. He's also got this product in here that it's called an ice cream cone. It's got spruce resin, and I haven't had to look at it yet, but he's told me about it, and if you want it, what I heard from, I don't think he sells it separately from everything, but you can special order it from him. Just ask him about it, tell him I sent you over, whatever, and he'll hook you up with it. So, also I got my cousin here. He's not really experienced with the ferro rod, and I'm gonna test it out. And then he's only used a ferro rod, once, and he did really good. But it's the second time, and he's gonna try it out just to show you how easy it is to ignite this stuff. So that will go to show that anybody can do it, a newcomer, a advanced person, whatever. And I understand a lot of people don't like buying packages like this because you can go out and collect it, but not everybody's has land like this, has areas to go out and collect it. Not everybody has that. So these are for people that just want to experiment with stuff, and if they don't have it along, or if they just don't want to get off their butt and go get it. I'm sure people do that too, but that's okay. So we'll open this up and we'll both see how it lights up and it comes in. It's very small and compact, which means you can easily put it in your haversack and forget it's even there, but when you actually need it, it's there. So here it's got a little tab you can pull and rip it open, and you can get it all out, but it's a resealable bag, so that's really good. You can also put other materials in here. You can open it straight up. So like I said, it comes with some char cloth, and that feels pretty jam-packed. It's Dragon Fire char cloth, what it says. Very nice to have, char material is. We've got all kind of organized this birch bark. It looks to be, it may be yellow birch, I'm not sure. He's got some, I'm going to get it out of here, some cedar bark, or some kind of inner bark, I'm not sure. But that's always good to have too. You can use that to blow your charcoal off the flame. It's got some really nice pieces of birch that you can scrape up and easily get a fire going. That's good. And this is a really good variety. And here is oh, that's neat, an ice cream cone. That's what he calls it. Looks like it's on a pine cone. Spruce resin on another cone. I'm not exactly sure, but that we'll test out. Looks like that will burn great. Man, this thing's jam full. And then we've got some pine needles, and here is some more inner bark. So what we have here is a really good variety. There's even more in here. We'll dump it all out there. And that all came in that pack, that little pouch there. And if you wanted, you could easily put this stuff back in there and reseal it, or if you're out on the go and you can identify the stuff from just looking at it and realize you have it in your area, you can easily put it in here and collect some. So we have some char cloth, some birch bark. I believe this is white birch, silver birch, I'm not sure, but it's really good. And then we have some yellow birch, some inner bark, pine needles, and then that ice cream cone. So there's a really good variety here. Wide variety of what we have. I'm going to set this pouch that it comes in right here, reusable like I said. We're going to do some lighting up with a ferro rod, but we got that char cloth also, so I'm going to shred this inner bark up. We'll shred that up, which is not going to take much processing. And I'm not going to actually start a full-on fire today just because it's really hot and I don't feel like starting a fire, and you guys know I can start a fire with ease, so it's pointless. And if I can get this stuff going, all you got to do is throw your smalls on and you'll be ready to go. So all you got to do to this is just break it up. Pretty simple. Really simple. And when you get that all broke up, it's not too hard to do. We're just kind of doing a crappy job on it, but that will be good enough just to demonstrate. But plenty of fibers there. We'll set that to the side. This birch bark, we'll use that with a ferro rod. And these pine needles, I'm sure that would go up with a ferro rod, but personally what I would do is just light one of these things up and then add these on. Just my personal preference there. And then the char cloth. So what we're going to do first is set these to the side, and I'll have I'll light this stuff up with the ferro rod, and then actually what I'll do is I'll have my cousin light this stuff up with the ferro rod and see how it goes. So I'm going to let him use this knife because it's got a 90-degree spine on it and the ferro rod. And like I said, we're just going to light it up and let it burn right here. We're not even going to try to start a fire. So, and when we get this going, what I plan on doing is, here's that ice cream cone. I'm going to actually use the flame here, what he gets, and I'm going to stick this, bring it over here, I have a hole, and stick it right there, and see how long it burns throughout this video. So it's going to be pretty neat. So, because Daryl, I believe he told me it would not light with a ferro rod because it's resin, so it's got to have open flame, so I'll use the flame and get it going, and set it right there. So first I'll just set it over there, that's good. Get all this other flammable material out of here. That would just, all this stuff would probably burn for a good 25, 30 minutes, half hour, easily. Alright, so you remember the method to strike? Alright. Good to go, man. Just got it. I'm going to use this, see if this will catch. This is all in a safe area. It's all cleared out. See if I can't get this going. And stick it in the hole. There we go. Try to do it without. Alright, just went out. But you see this birch bark is burning like crazy. I don't want to burn myself trying to put this in there. There we go. I may just have to set this down. I'm not sure. Alright, I just it's setting in there. It's burning up. And that birch bark, as you saw, went really good. Teaching some skills with the ferro rod to him. And it's doing good. Here's another piece of that bark. Go ahead and put it in there. Just really flammable. And these black oils coming out are the betulin oils and the birch bark burning. And if you see this thing right here, it's burning really good. And a really good thing I'm thinking that's for is if it's really stormy weather, or maybe if you need some light at night or something, you could put that outside or in the grass or whatever, and you could get some light. But you can just see it burning like crazy right there. And just if you're gonna do this, make sure you have a cleared out area so it's safe. And that thing is burning like crazy. Another piece of birch bark here, and he puts this in sheets. He's got it in sheets. So advantage to this is it's very flat. You can throw it in your kit if you just want this. And I like using sheets like this because you get some of that stuff off from the ferro rod. You can scrape it with your knife very carefully and make a pile of powder like stuff, like a powder, and it will take a spark really, really easy. Have our char cloth. This is the last thing. What we're going to be doing is we have some, I believe, cedar bark and some kind of inner bark and pine needles in the backing. And then we have our char cloth. I brought a flint rock and I had the back of my knife, and we're going to make a flint and steel fire, or just a demo. We're going to pull this out. I just want to see what it looks like. Looks really good. Get a small one, just one little piece, and there's a ton in here. You have enough for a lot of fires. Set this to the side, and we're going to transfer this into there when we get it lit up. And take our back of our knife, and if you have a knife that will throw sparks, which is a 1095, they're O1, A1, all those throw sparks. Throwing sparks on this. We're going to throw some sparks down here and then transfer it over and blow it to flame. What we have here is some grapevine bark, or grapevine, however you want to say it. We're going to shred this up, process it up, and take another piece of that char cloth, and which there's like 20, 25 pieces in there. There's a lot, and he's going to blow it to flame. So all you got to do is just shake this stuff. Takes a lot of processing if you want to hit it with a ferro rod, but with an actual ember, you want to get it really fine so that it spreads and will get to flame pretty easy. So we're just going to process this stuff up. We have our bird's nest right here. We're going to transfer this ember, or this piece of char cloth, when we get it going over here, and he's going to blow it to flame. This was just harvested today, and it's been raining here quite a lot, so we'll give it a go. Same way of doing it. Alright, we have it going. Put everything up. We'll put this in here. Be sure not to burn our hands, and JR here is going to blow it to flame. When you do it, you want to kind of cup it and hold it up, but don't tilt it forward or it's going to fall right onto you. So just give it a blow and go with the wind just a little bit, just gentle, really easy and gentle. Watch your hands, and when it gets going with the flame, just turn it over on itself. Real easy. Just watch it doesn't fall on your face there. Don't tilt it too far up. Alright, you can start blowing pretty good now. Give it a good blow. There you go, now let it turn over on itself.
I went out.
No, you're good, Give it a blow. There you go. Gently. There you go. You just cup it like that. You let it go. It should burn. No, it's going. You got it going. Like I said, guys, this was damp. You can tell just by the smoke coming off of it, but if you hold it up like that, just let air get to it, you're gonna have no problem letting it burn. And he got it. Great job, man. Awesome. See, it's burning. This stuff will burn for a long, long time. And there it is. With some Dragon Fire char cloth. Works great, guys. Use the back of my knife, and it's, if you have an actual striker, it's a lot easier. You can just put it on top of the flint and strike, but with a knife, you don't want to put a chance of hurting yourself in the field. So I'm really liking their products, guys. I would definitely check them out. So there you have it, guys. There's the Dragon Fire Tinderbox, one of their bags with their char cloth. I'll tell you one thing, it's a great product. It worked great. Teaching some skills, fire skills, and I would definitely recommend to go get it. You can go to his website, Dragon Fire Tinderbox. I'll put a link in the description. If you want to go check it out, I would highly recommend it. That ice cream cone product, you can special order it. It's burned for about 20 minutes. It did a great job. You would definitely get a fire going with that. And overall, I just really like it. He's got a YouTube channel too. He's got a couple videos on it. I'll post a link to that also. It was great meeting him at the gathering, Daryl. Hopefully I see you next year at the gathering. I would. If you guys want to come down to the gathering and meet all the vendors and stuff, it's great to meet everybody. And I appreciate you guys watching this video, supporting our channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.